Well, everyone, welcome back to the podcast. Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a few weeks, so we'll get these going again. But yeah, it's been we've been doing those let's talk about it. So I have Grub Gun with me, so we've been doing some like quick news snippets in that form, but we'll still have the regular podcast out as well. Yeah, how you been?
Oh, not that bad, not that bad. I'm just getting through, going to work, doing what I need to do, buying things, but you know, trying to get through this hot weather without, melting. It's been okay. Been in a good mood lately, so that's unusual. So, I mean, I can't
Good
complain.
mood. Oh my God, you need your head examined?
Well, yes, I do. That's the thing, because I'll go from good mood to, absolutely fixated on some horrible thing for days. But I mean, right now I'm fixated
Yeah.
on something good. So, I'm not going to complain. When you're, it's not bipolar, but when you're just, I guess I just call it crazy. So, I mean, when you're crazy, you got to make the best of it.
Yeah, no. When she said heat too, it's been like I think it got up to 38, 39 Celsius. It's the Canadian temperature, and it was like that for a few days here in Kelowna. So I was burning up. I mean my place is cool because I face where's my Apple Watch? I face the north,
Right.
yeah, north or east. So I mean I don't get any of the sun only in the morning. So my place is cool. I never even have the air conditioner on, and it's 38 degrees outside. So I mean, I've lived in places in Kelowna where it gets so hot, and like, yeah, it's just like seeing all the people. There's like, from the virus stuff is really bad right now because all the people we're making the news all over the country right now, Kelowna, because of all the cases now.
Yeah. Yeah. I
It's
mean,
insane.
that wasn't really Kelowna's fault, though. I think it was
No, it was all the
just,
tourism.
yeah,
Of
yeah, and
course, it would get bad here in the summer.
well, yeah, I mean, it's kind of a fluke, and they can trace it to one single kind of source. So, I
Oh
mean,
no,
it's
there's way more now. There's tons.
oh, okay,
Yeah,
so it
yeah.
wasn't just those couple of
No,
parties that
no,
happened.
no. There's so much more now. Yeah. Oh no, it's crazy, crazy. It's like the worst than it's like yeah, little Italy here right now because like it's like everyone's masked up, everyone's like berserk outside, but everyone's partying and like yeah, it's high.
Yeah,
It's like it's the very beginning now again here because like there was no cases.
yeah,
Yeah, now and then there was a little bit and then it blew up. And I'm talking about people are paranoid and yeah, I mean you gotta stay safe, but it's just like it's a whole nother world out there right now. Grocery stores are just hectic again. It's just kind of stressful. And
yeah.
it's so hot.
Gosh, I can't imagine. Like 38. I mean, that's gonna be fun.
No, it's horrible. Yeah, yeah. The older I get, I just yeah, maybe another summer. I'm not getting the sun just because it's somewhat pale, so it's like it's just like yeah, it sucks. Being on the estrogen like as the medication, like and being in the sun is not a good combination to begin with. So it's like yeah, I can't really go any. Yeah, we can't go to any of the spots right now because of all the drama. So
Right.
this I my grandma I lived with my grandma, I lived with my mom as a kid, like both of them at their own houses, my family's house, my grandma's house, they both had pools, so I was so spoiled in Kelowna growing up with pools.
Wow.
And my other grandma, my dad's mom, they had a pool, so all three, so like we were just spoiled, and like I miss that so much. I like for these 2 months I wish I had like my own house and a pool, but it's so expensive here.
Oh, of course. I mean, like in Vancouver, nobody I knew ever had a pool. Like
Yeah, it's
this
the
is
weather's like is I don't even think it's good enough for it, is it?
not, well, not really. I mean, when I used to do irrigation at rich people's houses, they all had pools, and literally for 6 months of the year, the pool was just full of leaves. So it's like,
Yeah, it's
what are
not
you
the
gonna do?
same.
No,
Not the
it's just
same.
not the same. You
It's
get
so
two
hot here.
months. Yeah, you'll
Oh
get two
yeah.
months of pool use, and then like 8 months of maintenance on the pool.
Yeah, I know it's crazy. But yeah, no, but yeah, just getting through it. Same. What have you been picking up though?
Well, it's mostly like I grabbed some stuff. I went to a toy store in Langley, and they had some boxed Armada stuff, and I got a boxed animated Starscream, and I got what else did I get? I got the Armada Megatron, but the the newer one, the reissue Armada Megatron from like what?
Isn't it Galvatron or no?
No, I got the Combiner Wars
Uh,
Armada Megatron.
okay. Oh yeah.
And I got, what else did I get? Have I said that I got a boxed Armada Megatron? And then today I just got a loose Armada Galvatron. So it's
Oh
just,
yeah.
and what else did I get? I got Fall of Cybertron Bruticus on eBay for $25, and Earthrise Starscream. I've been picking up all kinds of just tiny stuff. Well, I mean, not tiny. Some of these guys are pretty big, but yeah, just like not spending too much, but getting really quality stuff. And I'm enjoying buying this stuff. Like, finally, I found like what I like, so I'm going after what I like instead of just across the board everything, like, which was my problem to begin with.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, if you're somewhat new into collecting Transformers and you don't know like what stuff you like, it can be like tough because then you're collecting all this stuff and then you realize you like other stuff more later.
Yeah, but I mean, it's that's how things work. You know what I mean? It's a learning process, and I mean, like, now I realize I don't like the 5.5 inch figures as much as I like a 10-inch action. A 10-inch figure. So like, it's the bigger ones. That's kind of what I'm going for now. Like, I just they look more impressive. There's more detail on a bigger figure than, to me, in my mind anyway. And like the Armada stuff is more what I look for in a robot. Like, it's big and blocky and huge and like square, but there's still articulation in it. And the newer ones are great because they're really detailed and there's a lot of articulation in them, but they're almost too detailed for me. It's like almost like there's, I don't know. I'm strange. Next week I'll want something else. It's completely
Yeah,
different.
that
So.
Armada stuff though, like it is popular, and that it's getting more popular right now because the people that were like that young, they're like 20 now or something. So, I
Yeah.
mean that Armada stuff is just getting more popular, and even like Wilbur, who's like what, like a year older than me, he's really
Mhm.
into that stuff, and he's like, he started collecting that stuff when it was brand new in 2006 or seven, but
Oh no.
I was sitting around eating ecstasy pills, so I didn't and like collecting some G1 stuff on the side from eBay and like some classic G Transformer stuff, but I'd never gotten to other things, just partying and being a dumb kid, but I missed out. I wish I was spending my money on the Armada figures back then.
Oh, me too. No, I mean, that's the thing. I completely missed out. I mean, my childhood basically from age 16 to well, 16 to say 40 something was I was drunk and on drugs. So I mean, like, really watching cartoons and collecting any kind of figures wasn't really in my ballpark. But so now I'm one of those grown-ups that's trying to relive his youth by buying figures that he never had when he was a kid. So I got
Yeah,
a lot of catching up to do. Trust me.
yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, I picked up a lot of stuff. I mean, I picked up like I got those new Marvel Legends Spider-Mans, and I got one Holy Grail Marvel Legends Spider-Man that I've always wanted. Not the one I posted today, that's Superior, but the Ben Riley when he took over Peter Parker's thing, and I've always wanted it, and I freaking passed on it at EB Games like in 2014.
Right.
And I just like I got it, and I was so stoked, and I'm like, yeah, I'm loving it because it has like you can clip on the hands because he's like bond with the Carnage symbiote Ben Riley, and he was like a Spider-Man Carnage, and it was just like so 90s and dope, and like
Right.
I was so stoked, finally got it, and then yeah, I got another X Trans bought the yellow one,
Right.
and then today I found at the Walmart, I found a new figure. It was Cyberverse, but I do need it, and I found Thunder Howl.
Oh yeah, yeah, exactly. I saw him yesterday at Walmart. I sent you a picture of it, but it was like, middle of the day and you probably
Uh,
missed it. But
I
like, yeah,
might have.
I saw him there and I was like, should I buy this? And then I realized that looks cheap, so I didn't bother. But
Yeah,
you
not
need
opening
it.
mine. Yeah, going for as much as I can of that. And then what else? I swear I got a few other little things, but I can't remember. Um, Probably not much. Yeah, some loose things. I found a whole bunch of like Value Village Ninja Turtles, like I said earlier. So I scooped them up. A couple games lately. Nothing crazy, just like on the cheap. But Yeah, and always collecting. Like I got all that stuff at the store, like at one of the stores. I got pre-orders, so it's like you're always waiting on stuff.
Oh no, exactly.
And
I've
all the
got
stuff online that I pre-ordered.
Yeah, no, yeah, for sure. I'm just waiting. Like I went to the ages 3 and up today, and I was like, okay, when's Scorponaut coming out, and how quickly can I scoop up one of the people's pre-orders that they bailed on? And he's like, just call the day that it comes out, and if you can be here in an hour, we'll keep one for you. And I'm like, be here in an hour? Yeah, no problem. No problem. So
Nice.
I'm just waiting on that. Like that is it. And it's 209 there instead of 249. So I'm saving $40 right off the bat. That's the only reason why I'm waiting. So I mean,
Yeah.
I want
Well,
that.
yeah, everyone, people got theirs. I saw like tons of people that got theirs, but yeah, they were in the States or they pre-ordered them. I'm trying to get
Right.
mine at the Toys R Us, so I mean, I like to pick it up just physically if I can there.
Oh yeah, no, that's why I haven't pre-ordered it. Is because I want to see it. I want it in front of me and to be able to like pay for it as it's there. I don't want to just pay for it online and then get a knock at the door and there it is. Because there's no, I don't know. It doesn't feel right.
Totally, and yeah, there's lots of like the rest of the Earthrise line before we go into the next part. So I'm trying to like wait till all that hits. I've been checking Walmart constantly, and that Blaster G1 reissue will be out soon.
Right. Yeah.
So I'm at the Walmart like crazy right now. Both Walmarts. I went the one today, went the other one today, and the other day, and it's just like, oh yeah. But yeah, that's pretty crazy. And then things for the podcast, kind of changing some things up. This will be the last one where like I post it as a whole long podcast. I mean, I'm gonna cut it up so it's like the intro and then like Transformers news, and then like if we do like a segment about gaming, or if it's like a Transformers topic or whatever, like another segment. And I'll try to post it all like in the first day or two, or maybe all in one day type of thing. We'll see, but I'll link it all at the bottom so you can get the full audio podcast. But we're just trying to like reach more people, more viewers, because like when we break up these videos, when the whole podcast gets 100 views over 2 or 3 weeks, and when we split it up, sometimes they hit like 2,000. So
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of dumb if we don't like take advantage of that and just like I said, it'll be linked all below. I know a lot of people say they listen to it in their car, or this and that, or you can listen to all 3 videos together. I'm going to have them all lined up in the playlist anyways. So if you just hit the playlist, you'll listen to the whole podcast just split up, right?
Yeah, I mean it's good. You have it split up like a 3-course meal instead of one giant, big sandwich that you have to all eat all at once. So it's good. I get it. You want to listen to it in like little kind of like just a taste. Yeah, like snacks.
Yeah, we're snacks, eat us. But no, and then it'll be split up like that. Yeah, then like I said, if we get more people, and it's not, it's just about more exposure, and like if they do better, and I'll have it in the playlists too, and I'll have the links down below if you just want the audio, and then so the intros and the beginnings will be kind of like this. Like I'm gonna maybe like get some more topics too for us, and then like it'll be like an intro, like if you want to get to know us more, and like a couple little side topics. This is the intro, and then I'll get into the news like we usually do, and maybe something else. We always do a VHS review once in a while. Again, we could always do a whatever. It just opens it up.
Yeah, for sure. No, it's a great idea.
Yeah, just trying to give the people a little insight on the things to come. So
yeah,
that's kind of the plan for that. So look out for all of that, and we'll go over it. Maybe I'll post it like all in one day or over the day. So we'll have lots of content coming out. But we'll get into the Transformers toy news. We haven't done the podcast for a few weeks, so like some of it will be old. But I heard no one talking about some of this stuff, and I wanted to hear our takes. So. Get ready for Transformers news, and that's basically it. Well, I guess this is the first look at the pops. I know it's kind of weird. I mean, what's popping, if anyone gets that reference? But I mean, this is the first look at the Bumblebee and the Optimus Prime. I mean, these aren't something I want to get necessarily or go out of my way for, but I know pops, like we've had the discussion, they're kind of on their way out, but I mean, what do you just think of their look? Or
I mean, at least they're not. It's the same principle. They all have those those dead eyes, and I
Mhm.
mean, at least the body of Optimus appears to be like, uh, like proper, robot body. It's not just some kind of amorphous shape. But still, like seriously, like Optimus and Bumblebee are the two that they show, and I mean, I'm sick of Bumblebee being shoved down our throats as being like a great character. Like I'm just like they could have put anybody else as the two. Like why not Optimus and Megatron? At least you get the two different sides. This just I don't know. I don't understand it anymore. I just don't understand pop culture. No,
Yeah,
you know what I mean? I
yeah,
just
no
don't
pun
get it. Like
intended. Or
I mean, it's just whatever. Like at this point, like they are at the end of what they can possibly do and be creative. Like there's no in the beginning, it was kind of cool because everything was kind of, abstract and like everything was the same. But when there's like 50,000 and they all look the same. I mean, it's just to the point where like whatever. This is gumball machine level stuff. Like it's crap.
yeah, I'm just not. Yeah, like I bet a Soundwave, if they did the eyes properly, might look cool. But like if I saw a good Soundwave or Sound Blaster or something like that, I mean, I might be on that. But yeah, Bumblebee, Megatron, not Bumblebee and Optimus not really doing it for me. And yeah, I mean, it's the Bumblebee agenda. Hopefully they'll show more, but to just show these two off the bat, no Decepticon is kind of weird.
It's ridiculous because I mean the thing is this kind of collectible like it panders to the lowest common denominator of the collector because it's like, oh,
Yeah,
who's cool? Bumblebee and Optimus Prime. Like there's just no focus. There isn't even a focus group coming up with like, we should do like maybe three or four of them of the more obscure ones where the people want to pick. No, forget it. Optimus and Bumblebee. Like this is bargain basement marketing. Like it's the worst junk that I mean it's seriously it's a robot is designing these at this point. There isn't even a person involved in this.
yeah, for sure. I know Pops, they were definitely like a gateway drug probably thing to get into collectibles, right? Because like they're $14 Canadian, right? So you start collecting these, then you might get into figures or something. But like, you know what I mean? Like the
Yeah.
Pops could be like definitely get like I know there's a lot of people that have Pop channels that have now switched to like Marvel Legends and stuff because like the Pop fad is like dying down, you know?
Well, I mean, when they turn around and look behind them and they see a shelf of 200 things that all look exactly the same and they just have a different paint scheme and they've spent, upwards of $10,000 on them. I think changing your channel content is basically the only thing you can do at that point because you've clearly lost the plot on what reality is at that point. Because
Yeah, too many of them. Yeah, like the Pokemons, they're kind of cool because they actually have different shaped bodies and like they do some different stuff. And like I said, I don't mind the odd one I get, but to have like yeah, like 500 of these guys.
no, No, the Pokemon ones are some of the only ones that make sense because they literally just look like a Pokemon collectible. Like it's like the strange body head proportion makes more sense in a Pokemon than it does in Bumblebee
I don't know.
or like Marvel characters or like I just it's
Yeah,
just
and they've done
whatever.
better ones too. Like they have chibi transformer type things, and they're actually done better because they don't have like just the round eyes. They actually have the right eyes and stuff.
Oh no, that's the thing. If you want Pokemon collectibles, I'm sure that there's 10 times better ones than you can do when you're trying to get these crummy like cookie cutter is what these things are now. They're
Do you
just
think like the bubble has to be bursting here soon? Because like I said, I've seen so many channels get away from pops now.
if it hasn't like it has to have burst. Like this is there's nothing they can do to refresh the Funko Pop line to make it any more new and like people want to buy it again because they're so stuck in this one thing that's all they have. They can't expand. We can make big ones, we can make small ones, yeah, but they all look exactly the same. There's literally only so much you can do with this
Some are,
concept.
yeah, some are okay. Like the Kool-Aid Man one really works.
Yeah, I know, but that's one of like however
Yeah,
many they
yeah,
put
I know.
out in the year, right? Like,
I know. There's the odd one that like you're like okay that kind of hits, but the rest no. And if people, yeah, what about yeah? That like that we've talked about it. They're the beanie baby of this time.
Oh no, I swear to God, Value Village in 10 years it's gonna
Oh my
look like
god.
think of how many Funko Pops are just gonna be. That's all the toy section's gonna be. There's just gonna be bags on the wall filled with these garbage,
Land.
big-headed, dead-eyed, like just cookie cutter nonsense. And I mean, like, it may not be a popular opinion, but it's, take a
Well,
look.
yeah, I think some people that have a couple or whatever, and they actually just have a couple, because like I said, it's hard to sometimes get merchandise of certain things, and you can actually get them in a pop. So
Oh,
it's like there's some things that you don't ever get any stuff. So it was like it's kind of cool that they do some bands or they do like something like this and that, and you know what I mean. You actually have a figure of it, right? But like that's for like people just have those. Like they have four, they have five, right?
oh no, but that's the thing. If you have 4 or 5, that makes sense of something, a niche that you can't get anywhere else, or that you only got 5 things of particular character or whatever, and Funko Pop puts out a figure of it. Sure, buy it. But like to be like, I'm gonna get every variant and pay $300 for one of these things,
I've
you
seen
need your
people
head, you need your head examined.
$11,000 to watch the guy buy one for.
Yeah, you need your head examined at that point. You've lost the plot on reality at that point.
I know. Like you said, landfills, value villages will be full of them. What's popping?
Oh no, for sure. No, I mean, just think of how many creatures have gone extinct because of the manufacturing process of making these things for like, Z grade nerds that have to buy them.
I'll check. Like I said, if they do a nice little Soundwave or something, I might be interested. But other than that, yeah, not going out of my way, especially to get Bumblebee or Optimus.
No.
Oh, continuing the Transformers news, Transformers R.E.D, Optimus Prime, Megatron, and now Soundwave have been shown, and packagings and stock images. I wanted to talk about these guys just because, like, I know other people have. They've been out for a while, but I just want to get your opinion. I don't mind them. I think they're kind of cool. The Soundwave, I've never seen the Soundwave before. I actually really like that. Like I said, this would be hard, like, to go to a store on an impulse buy and, like, have nothing else to buy and see this. I would buy it because that's how my mind is.
Yeah, I mean, they're really playing on the statuette kind of Figma kind of thing where the exchange, changeable hands and
Marvel
kind of.
Legends style.
Well, yeah, exactly. It's kind of like, but my only complaint, and it's not really a complaint, it's just a nitpick, is that, they are Transformers, and the description of what they're supposed to do is in the name of the thing, and all these do are they just stand there. But I'll tell you, for
Yeah,
not quote unquote screen accurate toys, these are more playable as a toy than a Transformer.
Yeah, for sure. And like Transformers, like they had Action Masters. I know Action Masters came with something that did transform though. Like they didn't transform, but they either came with like a jetpack that turned into a bird or something, right? So they actually had something, but it's in the line. They've had multiple Transformers that don't transform. So I mean,
Yeah. I
and
mean,
they're trying to cash in on like these don't transform, they're cheaper. These might be like Marvel Legend price, right? And like, yeah, if you've never had a character this first time introduced to one this way, I mean, that's cool.
Yeah, if you want something that you have like in your collection that looks like something you remember it to be, then this is good, because a lot of the times, the figures that you get don't look exactly like the Megatron you remember. Well, this Megatron stepped off the screen, and they
look great. Like how like I'm stoked on the Soundwave. He's cool.
Yeah, no, it's really cool. Like that's the Soundwave I'd want if he transformed into a tape deck. But because he's really like that is it's like, I don't want to say it's quote unquote screen accurate, but it's what you imagine it would look like as a toy, right? So I really like them. But how big are they? Like how tall are these things?
They gotta be like 6 inch ish.
Okay, right, okay.
I'm guessing
that makes sense.
Probably.
Like regular action figures, like regular
Yeah,
figure size nowadays.
A little bigger, but around there. Yeah, I know they had those other ones. I don't know if they were Figma or whatever, but they were like they used to be like this, but they were like even they're high like grade, like they were $70 each.
Yeah, I think those. Yeah, I think those were Figma or Fig Arts or whatever.
Yeah,
I've seen those. Yeah, and those are really, really good. The detail on those is sharp as hell. But I mean, this is them trying to kind of like get into that market by not,
action figure thing.
Right.
Yeah, and the packaging's pretty cool. I mean, like I said, like if there's other things to buy and I saw these, I wouldn't really want them. But like I said, if I go to like all the way to the one Walmart and I'm just there and I'm looking for stuff that it's out and it's not there and I see these, like I'm gonna be so impulsed to buy one, you know?
And I like how the packaging is distinctly different than the rest. Like it's literally like it doesn't look like everything else on the shelf. So you'll be able to distinguish the fact that this is not a transformer per se. This is a completely different line that does something, it does what it says on the box. It's an action figure. It's not a transformer.
$20 American, similar to Marvel Legends Black Series is what they're saying. And yeah, sold at Walmart, so.
Yeah, I mean they're really nice. I mean, if they were cheap, like I said, if they were $20 Canadian, I would have no problem buying these. They would be no problem. They'd fit in on the shelf in their own way, right? They look cool. They look cool, and that's all they're meant to do is look cool.
Yeah, and would you be into it? Like, do you think if they did like a Build-A-Figure wave, like they had like Devastator's arm in each one?
I hate that gimmick. Oh my God, it's such a scam, that Build-A-Figure thing. I mean, holy and the thing is it's made for people like me who want that Build-A-Figure, right? I mean, if they did that, oh God, I mean, why don't they? I mean, at this point, who cares? Do it. Like people will buy it that way.
Yeah, you'll sell the figures that won't sell as much. Yeah, it's an easier way to push characters that people don't know or don't really want,
Yeah, no, exactly. And I mean, like, trust you to bring up something like that. Build a figure. Like,
the AF wave.
Yeah.
Wave or whatever.
Oh God, yeah. Well, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they do that anyway. I mean, they do that in Cyberverse, right? There's a Build-A-Figure in that, and so
And if this Marvel Legends usually has one, not always, but they usually do. So it's playing into that. But who would you want to see? Like Devastator, a Bruticus, the Terracon guy. What's his name? Abominus. Who would you like to see?
I mean, I don't even like. I don't think you could. I mean, if it was a combiner that you were building, like, that would be ideal because
that's what I mean. Yeah, it would be. It makes sense. You're combining it. It's a combiner that like it doesn't transform or turn into separate figures, but it combines into. You get Devastator's arm is this the tractor leg or whatever.
Yeah, no, that's exactly right. It's like the box that has a leg in it, and that would be the thing, right? I mean, and even still, they could probably even milk it so that in one of the boxes you just get his head.
Well, so, yeah, you get the head and body with like a smaller figure, like a Bumblebee or a Cliff Jumper or somebody, right?
Lord,
to balance the plastic. I know. Maybe I've been watching too much Todd McFarlane stuff.
Yeah, listen, you should be working for them at this point. Like you're just making people spend money at this point. But yeah, no, it would sell them better.
Yeah, I don't want to take too much credit. I've heard people talk about it, but I just thought, like, yeah, it's great. I wanted to mention it to you to see what you thought.
Yeah, well, thanks. But yeah, no, it would sell them. It would push them off the shelf. I mean, especially at that price point, because, like, for a $20 figure, it's still just a figure. So it's a hard sell. So I mean, to give someone a bonus it's the least they can do, and I'm surprised they didn't do it. So
from like the G1 they show, would you want to see the most? Like, would you like a Starscream or cone heads or like something like that? Or
well, try and pick something that's not common, like having a build figure like this. I mean, even still, like there's so much common stuff around, like that. It's G1 is just it's milked to the point where there's nothing else they can do. Like every figure's out.
For this, because like it's just like the thing is, I think if they can establish this with the main characters, then we can get some other guys thrown in.
Yeah, I guess
you could get like more oddball people, right? But they're gonna do a Grimlock. They're gonna do a Rodimus, a Galvatron would be cool in the style of like Cyclonus and Galvatron in the style that actually looked like the movie style. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, if they expanded to that point where you got Galvatron or Cyclonus or whatever, that would be great. But this is the thing: I don't picture. I can only imagine who the next 3 figures are in this set are going to be, and it's not going to be anything I'm too thrilled with.
No, I know this is the thing, but they just play it safe for now. And yeah, if you like it and people buy it and they support it, maybe we'll get more oddball stuff.
Yeah, I'd love to have one in hand to see
The
just
quality and
yeah,
stuff.
the quality of it, because like I said, those Fig Arts ones, for $80, sure they're smaller, but they are built like, they they're well built
Yeah,
products.
I had a Goku or something like that, and it was amazing. I
Yeah.
had to sell it because I was like, they're $80 each, and I was like, no, no, no. Like, I don't mind paying like a couple hundred even for a G1 block transformer because there's history there, but those things like that was a hold like to go down like yeah, it's just too much. $80 a figure, that's insane.
Oh yeah, no, don't fall down that rabbit hole.
Yeah, and more. So it's like, yeah, but yeah, with the other transformers, you can collect way different price points, all the time. So.
Right, right.
But yeah, no, we'll see. Yeah, getting an in-hand image of the in-hand, like actually having one in-hand in person and doing like a small review or something on it would be pretty cool.
Yeah, if I ever see him, I'll be tempted, especially like,
Yeah,
with
I
the
think
price
we'll see
point.
these. Yeah, these will be at Walmart. I'm pretty sure like a lot of people, this isn't there. A lot of Transformers people won't even go for this, so
Yeah, yeah.
I think we'll be able to get a couple. But yeah,
Well,
looking forward to seeing how they are. Well, there's in-hand images of the Nemesis Prime, the Takara Tomy MP-49 masterpiece figure. Yeah, I didn't get the new Optimus Prime. I had a chance to get this Optimus Prime masterpiece. I just didn't because, yeah, the $400 price tag. I think this is cheaper, but still, it's pretty expensive. Probably three or close to 400 Canadian. So,
yeah.
and this,
That's
what do you think of the mold and the look, though?
it's really good. The head sculpt on it is amazing. I have to admit, like
Mm-hmm.
those close-ups of the head sculpt. I mean, it is
Mm-hmm.
really sweet, but it's just I don't justifying that price point is just I don't know. Like I don't know how
Yeah, look
I
at it on Big Bad, but yeah, it's pretty up there.
yeah, it's just I mean, it's no trailer, just the thing, it's like I don't know. It's hard to say whether it's quote unquote worth it. Like I've seen very few. My masterpiece experience is not that great, but like
Hmm.
I don't know if I had $400, there's no way I'd spend it on this.
Yeah, well, yeah, I'm looking at it now. It's weird. I'm pretty sure it's the same mold. It's like the Takara Transformers Masterpiece MP-44 is the
Mm.
new Optimus Prime, third version, and this is the same mold, but that's 449 American for the regular one, and then it's 249 American for the Nemesis Prime.
Yeah, no, and I mean like they're almost identical. Like the side by sides they're showing are
Yeah.
almost identical. There's a few slight differences, but like they're just tweaks to the mold. They're not like 100% different. But I mean like in its alt mode it looks amazing. I mean it's such a tight transformation, but I mean the thing is this thing better, it better like do your housework as well, because like for that amount of money I could get a whole bunch of other stuff.
Or two Transact spots or whatever, but
Well, that's what I mean.
X trans spots.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, no, I mean, yeah, no, but it's just, yeah, I kind of regretted not getting that Prime, but it was like $500.
Yeah, I mean, it's things like this where it's like they wonder why people buy knockoffs. You know what I mean?
No, for sure. I mean, it is what it is. I know buying, like we've said, there's that stuff happened in China. They raided those knockoff places, and
Yeah,
buying
yeah,
knockoffs does hurt the masterpiece line, especially because if people are buying all those knockoffs, then
yeah. Well,
it's
exactly.
actually competing with this stuff. But yeah, I know what you mean. Like the price point for me, because like we're different in that way too. Like like I'm in Brett like so from the '90s. Yeah, name brand means everything, and I'm not looking for quality. I'm just looking for name brand. So
Right. No,
name
exactly.
brand means the most to me. So I mean, there's some of those people out there, but yeah, there's people that just get the knockoff, and it's just as good for them.
Well, exactly. And I mean, side by side, sure, the quality level might not be as exact as this, but you stand 3 feet away from it and you couldn't tell it apart. So this is the thing, right? Like,
No, and
it's
I don't know if this actual Optimus Prime mold has been knocked off though yet. I'm not sure if it has leaked.
right. Well, I mean,
'Cause there's
after
there's similar third party that's different. Like they're not going after that now because at least there's either a different mold and they're not as cheap either. So
right, right.
But knock off. I'm not sure if this mold 100% has been knocked off yet, but it will be probably soon.
Yeah, I mean, there's Nemesis Prime knockoffs because trust me, I've looked at.
Yeah, there's knockoff, but of this
No,
new
not of this.
Takara mold.
No,
Yeah.
no. I
I
mean,
don't even like Optimus Prime. I don't even think I've seen a full knockoff yet, but I could be wrong.
I mean, the thing is with this Nemesis Prime, every single one like almost looks exactly the same to me. You know, like I'm no expert, but I mean, they just try and make it, Black Optimus with the different color windscreen and the Decepticon thing on his arm, and it's like that's basically they all look identical to me. I couldn't tell one from the next. So
treading the water there. That's funny, yeah. But yeah, no, I know they do all look the same-ish for sure. I mean, you could say that about Primes, Ultra Magnus, white ones, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's the thing, right? I mean, it's that there's only so much you can do with that mold and color swap and stuff like that that's gonna make any difference. Like if it was a completely different mold but that's the point with this is it's just Optimus, but he's
Well, in R.E.D. Transformers Robots in Disguise, like the 2001 show, he like gets like I think like Optimus gets something happens to him. I think he gets like copied, and it's like a dark evil copy.
Yeah, that's right.
And then there's different continuities of different ones, but it is supposed to in that type of stuff. And what people know from Black Convoy is like it's supposed to be like a direct evil copy.
Yeah, I mean, if it was slightly, if there was a difference in the, just some difference in them, at least you'd be able to justify purchasing it. But I mean, having it just be exactly the same mold with a different plastic, it's just like, come on,
If you had both of these, that's money. But yeah, I mean, you have to be a diehard of this.
Well, no, it's legit money though. That's the thing. Like, if you're chucking $8 at these two guys, I mean, this is it. Your priority levels are completely different than mine.
Yeah, for sure. Which is your favorite Optimus Prime color? Do you like the original? Do you like a white Ultra Magnus? Do you like a black Nemesis? Have you seen the Shattered Glass, the purple and?
Well, I mean, the Shattered Glass is really nice, but I mean, just a proper Optimus, like with the proper color scheme, is what I want. It's what I would want. Like anytime it's changed into something weird, like I've seen every color. I've seen yellow ones, I've seen green ones, I've seen camouflaged ones. You know what I mean? It's like
they did that to death. But
I mean, I like the black one because he's a Decepticon and I want a Decepticon. But if I want an Optimus, I want proper Optimus, and I want the colors to pop. Like I don't want muted blues, and I want it to be red, blue. I want it to be the right colors. So it's like, I'm kind of a stickler for that kind of thing. But the thing is I'm the kind of guy who wants a good transformation, a very clean robot form without a bunch of like lines on it, and and articulation, which it doesn't happen. You can't have all three.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if you're looking for that, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know what I want. I want like
yeah.
I want G1.
Yeah, no, exactly. You want the guy that doesn't his arms don't bend.
Yeah, I know. I love that. If the arms don't bend, I'm sold. I'll be like,
yeah. But the transformation, you just rotate his head down and flop him down on his stomach, and he's a truck all of a sudden. That's amazing how that works.
Oh, there's something so good about them, though. I just can't explain it. I don't know. It's like it just seems so cool. But I love these two. Like I swear these will come down in price over years. Like like most of the MP stuff did, the other older stuff, like once this mold, they're not going to do another Optimus Prime hopefully soon, right? So this mold, like, people bought these, maybe they'll re-release it, the price will come down.
Yeah.
A little, like it'll be more affordable.
Oh, well, hopefully, but
but especially you get it secondhand, or you get it like a store like Ages, where you can just like pick up the a used decent a figure, like it's not like has any wear or anything.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's the thing, is that like if you're buying this stuff new or pre-ordering this stuff, then you're either doing it to flip it, doing it to like save it till it's worth more money, or you're crazy. So it's one of the three. But like it's I really like it, but I wouldn't be buying this. Like I said, I'll be jerks that buys a knockoff for $40. I'm like, whatever.
Yeah, no, I can't have knockoffs. I know someone said that on that post with the Ultra Magnus I posted on Twitter. Like, my brother is the knockoff. I mean, I was like, yeah, what? I just felt insulted. Someone thought I'd want that. I was
I
just
know.
like,
I don't even like bringing up the subject when I'm around you.
yeah, I know it's fine. It's not like I understand, but like I said, like I've seen and I know, like a lot of other theories and people talking about that it can damage the actual market now because these things are so highly priced.
Yeah, no, exactly. No,
And
well,
people
if
are
you're
actually buying the knockoff instead of these, so like that is dangerous.
watering down the market is always going to be dangerous and it's always going to be risky. But I mean, like in companies like Takara and whatever, like it is to think that they're quote unquote losing money.
No, they
There's
are on masterpieces, like they are for sure.
yeah, but with
No, there
for
might
me
not.
not.
There could be no more Beast Wars and stuff because those Megatrons and the Dinobots, people are buying those up like crazy,
Right.
and it's actually affecting the market. That's why they crack down and seize that place. They're cracking down more. They want to get the laws changed.
Oh no, I know the place that made my poor old Predaking. That's when the pictures they showed of the place they busted, that you could see the big tubs of.
Yeah, no, this is for once, like I'm saying, it's becoming more serious finally because this is actually, yes, they're losing money over this now finally.
Yeah, and I mean it blows me away because China is like knockoff central. Their entire economy is based on counterfeit goods. So it's like it shows you how much like companies like Takara, how much pull they have if they can like shut down pirates in China.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, no, I know that whole story is another story, but
Yeah.
it's like yeah, like we'll see where it all goes, but yeah, no, that's a frontier of like yeah, like laws and yeah, shutting places down. Even though that stuff, as soon as you shut one down, it's like a meth house, 10 more open up. So,
Oh no,
I
exactly.
mean,
And I mean like the thing is like it's not going to make shutting those places down is not going to make people buy this if the price point's too high. And the price point being high is the reason why people are buying the knockoffs. So they're kind of causing the problem themselves. So
yeah,
this
it's
is it's that's kind of an issue right there. If you're going to make things
these are worth
in
this money though, I think ish.
yeah, but obviously not to some people because they'll go and spend $50 on the knockoff. So I mean, this is the thing. If they middle ground it, if they're like $189, well, fine. That's within the grasp of reality. 400?
Would you buy $100 knockoff Megatron Beast Wars, or would you buy a $320 American
I think
Hasbro?
I think you know the answer to that. I think you
Perfect.
know the answer to that. The one that may give me cancer from China. That's the one that's going to be in my collection.
Well, when I'm homeless and I have all my Beast Wars,
That's right. That's right. That's when you'll be laughing at me at that point, right?
I'll be out of Botox. I'll be out of I'll be out of everything just for this. But yeah, come say hi. I'm just at the what is it, the beach or whatever.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I've got a spare knockoff Predaking. You can play with that,
But then I'll resort to that. But yeah,
Yeah.
hopefully don't go homeless over these figures. But I'm excited about seeing this figure out there and stuff. Like I said, maybe years from now or 2 years from now, you could pick up a cheap one from a store and stuff. So I mean,
Yeah.
it's a different, entirely different people collecting. Some people have the money for this, and this is like what we spend on our stuff for them. So.
Oh no, exactly, exactly.
Well, me, I'm going for that full Cyberverse sealed line, or full as I can without buying a $200 Cyberverse figure off that collection site. But they showed the Transformers Bumblebee Cyberverse Repugnus. It's a repaint of the other Repugnus in the Cyberverse line, but he comes with like three little other Repugnus creature guys, hey? And he's different colors. He's like neon green and all that.
Yeah, I mean it's one of those things where, you've got me thinking that these Cyberverse figures, they look way better in the package than they do in reality. Once you get them
Right?
out, they just, these things
They're so good in
scream.
package.
Yeah, they're beautiful. The packaging's awesome, but I mean, you get them out and you see the actual photos of them, and they just look so cheap. Like they
Hollow.
just, yeah, hollow and cheap, and just like so easily breakable. And I mean, like the little guys are cute and everything, and the fact that they do transform, but they don't. You're just folding them in half. Like they're not. There's no transformation going on there. It's. I don't know. I like it, but I don't. There's that big conflict there.
What are your thoughts on if this didn't do as well and they canceled like kind of this like kiddie line of Transformers, and just focused more on Generations and maybe like another line, but not so kid friendly?
I don't know. The Cyberverse line is it's so hit and miss that like if they canceled it, it wouldn't matter
Well, it's
because
ending, yeah. That's season 3, but I'm just wondering if they're gonna do like a new line of like
of kids stuff.
yeah, as cheap as this.
I don't know. I mean, it's I don't really know. Like, I mean, every time I go to Toys R Us or a place where there's Transformers, there's always little tiny kids looking at the Transformers and like really loving it and stuff. So I didn't think that there was even a market for kids buying Transformers, but like I was wrong. So I mean, there is like these are cheap and they're fun and they're colorful and stuff. But if they stop making them, yeah, I don't know. That's kind of that would
I just don't know how good these lines have done. Like I know other figures were like this, like kind of more directed to kids, but they were of a higher quality, right? And the show, like the show that for the show, it's only 15-minute episodes. Think about that.
Well, yeah, but that's the
Your
thing.
story arc.
Yeah, but remember, kids' attention span is maybe 8 minutes. So, like, the fact that it's twice as long as that is still challenging to a 7-year-old. But like, I not having a line of Transformers for specifically for kids. I mean, there's those rescue bots, but they're with like infants, right? So
Yeah,
like,
no, that's different, and but I'm saying that this weird like because they've tried it a few times and this didn't do as well, even though they have some good figures coming out somewhat at the end of this line, because like those are more like the ones that come like the Grimlock I have and stuff that are like they look kind of like a 6-inch figure in the box or whatever.
yeah, I mean that's
They're a
what I'm.
little better. The
Yeah.
RC that's coming out, they look a little chiller, so.
Right, yeah. I mean, that's why I say it's so hit and miss. Like the ones that they really put a lot of work into are absolutely gorgeous, but then there's like things like this that just look like they look like they should be $3. You know what I mean? Like that's how this is dollar
this
store.
looks like like the stuff was better made that came in a Happy Meal in the 90s than this.
No, you're right. Happy Meal stuff was higher quality than this because
Beast Wars figures were even better than this from the Happy Meal place.
Yeah, no, exactly. And,
Happy Meal place.
yeah, yeah.
Not sponsored by.
Yeah, no, other fast food places are available, but like, yeah, I just this is the kind of thing where they're really cheap looking, and if kids want to, if there's I get buying these for kids, but.
I don't the Repugnus in robot mode, how cheap he is. He doesn't even have any paint on his I think his eyes are slightly yellow, but his face is green. His helmet is green.
Yeah, no, it's just literally they're just dumping different color beads into the mold, and like they don't really care. They don't care. Like it's because a kid's not going to care. He's not going to be like sit there and like nitpick the design quality of these figures like we are, but
or we did as kids.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But like, it's, yeah, I don't. It's this kind of kiddie toy line kind of. Well, it's not for us. This is the thing. Like, we can talk about it all we want, but an 8-year-old might go crazy over this, whereas we look at it and think it looks cheap. He's not going to know, right?
Mm-hmm. Like I said, I like this is the in-hand images, and we do have the just throw it up there in the packaging. It has that villains pack, like the Quintessence. I like it in the packaging, though. I actually like when I pull this out in 10 years after I put it in a closet for 10 years. Like you're gonna be like, whoa.
Look at the artwork on the top that's hanging out the part where the peg goes. That artwork is amazing. You'd love that. Like, that would be so, like, that's the kind of artwork. Like, and the picture of Repugnus on the front, you know, it's so good. Like, it's so stylized and so, like, sharp and detailed. And even though it's kind of comic-y, it's so nice. And then you look at the stuff in the package, and it just looks like, you know, it's just
And I think like it's the best it can in the package, though.
Yeah. But it's still dollar store level stuff. As soon as you get it in your hand, you realize how crummy these things are. Like, I've got a few of them, and I'm just like, oh man, the Quintesson really is the pinnacle of the line.
Yeah, no, I like the Quintesson one. They look solid-ish.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's just a solid piece of plastic, and there's no articulation. So I mean, you can't screw that up.
No.
But yeah, I mean, it looks beautiful in the package, like I said, and it's one of those things where, yeah, when you pull it out in however, you know, a decade, you're going to be like, this thing looks really sweet. Like, that's such a nice design. It's so
different.
Like,
remember when they did art like this?
Yeah, so different from any of the other lines. So that's the thing, is that, like, it separates itself from the other lines by looking this way, right? It's such a stark different. And I just, yeah, I just, you know, it's one of those things where it's the packaging is greater than the sum of its parts, because once you break into it, you're just like, this is disappointing.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, like I said, it's definitely not aimed at real collectors necessarily. But that's why you know, some people might nitpick and get their favorite thing. Not everyone's trying to get everyone like I am. That's like a collector. That's like, I have it all on my wall. So I mean, I have like my one wall has like all of it on it, and some in my closet. So it's like yeah. But I like to do a collection video, or like get close to like a full collection and do a video on it. So
yeah,
and then store it.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. For you, it's got a place, but, you know, and that place is in its box.
Yeah, and it was fun to collect. Like I said, maybe if it is one of the last of the Kittier lines or whatever yeah, no, I don't know. There's something that attracted me to just collect it sealed, so we'll see how it goes. Pull it out in a few years. Well, more Cyberverse stuff. Yeah, Bumblebee, Cyberverse, Seeker, Sinister, Strike Force, in-hand images. Yeah, this news has dropped. These have been on the shelves in Target and stuff in the States and other places, but like I said, we're a little behind. But I didn't see a lot of people even mention this stuff, and we like to cover Cyberverse, as we just heard that I'm doing my collection and all that. But what do you think of this 3-pack of this? Seekers.
Well, I mean, this is the contrast to the other stuff. This is where they put something out that's just, the design of it is absolutely gorgeous. The paint job is gorgeous. The whole, like, the making it translucent plastic. These are beautiful. Like, these are absolutely amazing. I love these. I love their alt mode. And, you know, granted, they're not articulated. They're the worst kind of, they're everything I hate about a toy, but they're everything I love about design, because they're just beautiful. Like, I would love to have a box of these boxed and loose, because they're that pretty to me. Like, this is I can't believe this is one of those cases where Cyberverse they'll put out crap, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh no, also there's this that's just like, what I don't get it. Like, how is this even part of the same line?
I don't know. Yeah, I have a few of these guys. Like, I have them like in their separate case. These come all together, but I have these guys like, you know, not the transparent one, but I have like, you know, them sealed on my wall. I have like the purple girl. I have a Thundercracker, I have Acid Storm and Starscream, and another new Starscream, and yeah, they look sick, like, in the packaging. And like, if these were actually made like real Generations figures in the future or something, that would be amazing. Because they're just like, they have like, yeah, it's a style I don't mind. It's more cartoony, but it's kind of one that I don't even like. I actually don't even mind the look of this. I like it more than animated. I know that's probably not popular at all, but I just, something about it. I like it.
Yeah, I mean, the animated Seekers, weird looking. Like, they're so thick in the middle. Like, it's so odd. Like, I just bought the Starscream animated, and he's such a big, huge, chunky, like, thick. He's thick like a giant cheeseburger, you know. But like, you want them to be thin like a jet, you know. You don't want to have like that giant underbelly and stuff. But like, this design, like, I absolutely love it. Like, it's really kind of the first time I looked at it closely, because all the other ones didn't really appeal, and then all of a sudden they bring out these color schemes that are just like, it's it seems unusual for them to do this, because it's like it's so starkly different than the rest of the stuff they've put out, and it's like they're kind of like hoping that grown-ups buy this. This is what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I mean, this Cyberverse stuff is coming to an end, and they are going out with a bang. There's a lot of cool figures coming out, like, especially, like, yeah, design and color-wise and neon-wise and all that. So, I mean, yeah, they're probably trying to attract a few more people just to bite at the end.
Oh, for sure. No, that's the thing. Because I mean, I bought hardly any Cyberverse stuff, only stuff that's basically on sale. And like, if I saw this full price, doesn't matter, $45 if this was, I'd be like, yep, that's mine now, because I want these. They're beautiful. They're actually beautiful.
Yeah, and you get the blue one, and yeah, you get the like Starscream, kind of like Ghost Starscream in the middle, but I mean, probably different character. But and then yeah, the purple and the green, which is like always good together.
Yeah, no, I love it. It's, and like I said, it's such a contrast. It's like, here's the Repugnus pack, and I'm like, that just looks like garbage. And I look at these, and I'm like, this is money.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I definitely want a pack of them sealed to collect for the collection.
Well, yeah.
But yeah, I just got too many other things to even. But yeah, I'm stoked on them. Like I said, I really like them in the packaging. I'll pick them up right away. I hope none of these I saw were Target exclusives or anything, right?
No, not that I can see. No.
I know. So it's like it should be Toys R Us for sure and Walmart.
Yeah. Well, I'm hoping I run into at least if I don't see them in store, I see them. They're able to buy online somewhere, because
Mm-hmm. I've never seen that gray guy though. That it shows there, like beside the blue guy, like
right.
There's that dark solid gray, because he's not in the pack. Hey, and I've never seen him before.
No, I don't know. Yeah, that's
weird. Or is he back there? I see him back there. Is it 4 that come in a pack or 3? Do you see the pack? I can't see the.
I don't see the pack, but I thought it might be 4-pack, because I remember seeing pictures of it that had.
Yeah, it is a 4-pack. Sorry, yeah, it says straight 4-pack. Weird. That even makes it better. 4-pack. Wow. Okay. Sorry.
Yeah. No, it's worth the money. It's worth the money, and no matter what, because I mean, you get 4 figures, and they're all so different from each other, right? It's not like they're just like different crummy variations of this. Oh, they are crummy variations of the same figure, but the color scheme really pops. Like, it's great.
Yeah, no, I'm stoked. I've been looking for these. Grab them. Need them for the collection. Need them for life. Well, actual stock images of the figures from Transformers Earthrise. We'll be talking about the Bumblebee and Elita 1. Yeah, right off the bat, I'm super stoked for these figures. I think the Bumblebee will be Walmart exclusive, but yeah, no, I really dig the Elita 1 and the Bumblebee. Like, I like that cliff jumper mode. I'm really looking forward to Hubcap more. I know this is the cliff jumper mode, but obviously actually tweaked, because they did it in the actual punch buggy or whatever it's called. Bug.
Yeah, Volkswagen Beetle.
Yeah.
I mean, it's another in the ever popular Bumblebee agenda that they push continuously. But it's good to see him. Like, it's one of those rare ones where if I did have it, I would keep it in its alt mode, because like, I don't care about Bumblebee, but it's nice to have a little one as a Volkswagen Bug. So
yeah, this is the most excited I've been about Bumblebee since the G1, I think, though. I like it. I like that cliff jumper mode.
Yeah.
It'll be a good Bumblebee for what it is. It's kind of like a masterpiece Bumblebee.
Yeah, no, it looks really nice.
Like, cheap version. Yeah, it's as nice as it can be, and it is nice to see him not like a Michael Bay type of car. Like, I'm stoked to see the actual old little punch buggy thing.
Oh, of course. No, well, that's Bumblebee to me. Like, he's not a Camaro. He's a Volkswagen Bug, right? It just makes sense.
And the Elita 1, I'm just looking at her. Yeah, no, I like it. I like the Elita 1. I like it better than those, the Chromia combiner that I bought like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 molds, 6 molds because the Netlfix, and there's the blue one that doesn't combine, and then
Yeah.
8 molds that have the Megatron's like robot girlfriend in that one episode. They made her in that mold or whatever.
Right.
So I have 6, 7, 8 or something of that mold that I don't even like at all. So this Chromia I like,
Yeah, no, it looks
the RC mold, but
yeah, well, exactly. But I mean, it's nice. I mean, like with all new figures, it suffers from backpack syndrome. But I mean, like,
women do, and most of the women do.
yeah, I mean, but you have to accept that if you want the figure.
It
to
does
look
come
good.
off, I think. So.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, it's just that showing the pictures of her with it, like, it's
with it. That's why I think I was looking at differently because like the RC's like standing on hers usually. So
right.
I mean, yeah, no, I know. It's tough. It's just you're not gonna get away with that. It is atrocious and big, but I like the head sculpt. I like everything else.
No, it's really nice. I mean, the alt mode kind of suffers in that it's really plain looking. Like it doesn't look like there's a lot of like.
It looks better as RC in that mode.
Yeah, there's not a lot of colors. Like just the red and the white looks kind of cheap. Like maybe if it was like a more solid red than that awful kind of semi-translucent red, like I'd be happier. But like, whatever. It is what it is.
Yeah,
like if you're gonna buy the figure, it's.
Yeah, it's more about because she's got that orange red too on her, so it's like more of an orangey red.
Yeah.
And the weird skin color, like legs and parts, are weird too. Though.
Yeah, that's weird. And the
RC looks better, I must say, but I still don't mind this. I liked her in the show, so.
Yeah, no, exactly. It's a buy for that, because like if you liked her in the show, well, there you go. Now you've got
never like women characters, and like but it was like they did it right. So I mean, whatever. It's and the show, and I don't know. Like this is just for the Earthrise line or the what line? Like they might actually do Netlfix colors of these guys. Like what I mean? Netlfix seal box version of her where she's more like colored differently.
Right. The more dirty, dirty style, right? But yeah, I mean that's the thing. Like with Bumblebee, it's kind of amusing because like we didn't see him transform in the show, so I mean we don't even know he's a Volkswagen.
Well they should. Yeah, they did. I figured they only showed the guys that turned into Cyberverse cars because they. If they actually put Wheeljack in his Cyberverse mode, or I mean his Cybertronian mode, or Bumblebee,
right?
And they didn't do those toys, and everyone voted. There was a fan vote for like either doing Wheeljack in his mode or like somebody else. I can't remember what it was, but they didn't cheat. It was like Skywarp or I think it was Skywarp or something, and they chose that instead.
Never let the fans choose anything. Never give them a choice on anything. They don't know anything.
Yeah, I don't know. They have a lot of it though in the Transformer stuff. There's so many fan votes, so I mean it's part of it.
The fans are the worst. They don't know. They don't. All they know is what they want. They don't know what would be good for other people. It's the worst. It's the worst idea.
Yeah, it has so much of it though. Like all those G1 figures are always like the Blaster, whoever. Yeah, I think they chose Blaster, you said, over Skywarp. So it's.
I mean, this is the thing. Like, just don't ever do the opposite of what they say because, like, obviously that's going to be the thing to do. It's like fan fiction. You know what I mean? Like, fan fiction is always the worst. And this is the same thing. It's like, what the fans want to see? Yeah, well, we know what the fans want to see, and they're not. It's crap. So I mean, that's my 2 cents on that. I hate that, but yeah, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, it's a bad thing either way usually. So, but but I don't know. It's tough, but yeah, I don't know. I'm still stoked on these guys. Like I said, the Bumblebee I think is a Walmart exclusive with Soundwave and all that. So, and that'll be part of the Netlfix line. So check out for that. The Elitas, they should be at Toys R Us, Walmart, everywhere else. Hopefully Target if you're in the States. So
yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited to get if I had the cliff jumper, the hubcap, the Bumblebee, I'll be happy. Well, Hasbro friends can rejoice with Fan Expo 2020 in Hong Kong. They showed off stuff that's coming out or already out. Three things I did want to mention was the Tigatron, King Poseidon, and also just seeing the Quintesson pack actually out of package. We could talk about just go over that quickly, but out of all this, I ordered this Tigatron. I was super stoked to see this. It's a $300 masterpiece figure, but I went for it. Tigatron's one of my favorites from the Beast Wars show. I mean, he was an old guy. He was kind of like a loner. He didn't hang out with them in the spaceship. He was like the just the guy in the outskirts, but he was on their team, and he was like a thinker, and he liked his beast mode more. And there was something he had like a romance for him. I don't know. I just loved him as a kid. I had my toy of him, and it's just cool to see. And yeah, of course, you invested in, and I invested too in King Poseidon. So what do you think about that?
Well, I mean, after seeing the actual pictures of the King Poseidon, like I seeing the first pictures of it, like the colors really didn't like get to me, but like to actually see the figure standing there, the colors are amazing on that guy. Like he is like, it's one of those situations where that ivory white color like actually works. I cannot wait to grab this guy. Like this is one of those things that I'm so excited over, and like it's just, oh my god. Like first I didn't even think I would be able to get it because you were getting all those those $100 and whatever dollar figures to make the guy, and to be able to get him in one
team with the extra, the 6-team guy.
Yeah. So,
Sharky.
I mean, yeah, this is really cool. And I mean, like, I know that they're making kind of like a, what do you call it? Like an add-on thing for him to make him like a little bit like a different chess piece and stuff like that to make it look a little bit more cool. And it's one of the times when I might even invest in that just because like I'm already 300 and something bucks into this. I might as well make him cooler, right? So, but he's amazing. He's amazing.
Yeah, I know. It's just it's like you get Sharky, you just don't get Lob Claw with them. The thing I liked about this guy in Beast Wars 2 is as well, Beast Wars 2nd, whatever. The thing I liked about him is that they actually were all like pirates and stuff, and then they also actually had robots and robot form. So they actually, the other guys like they were like Turtler was the only one that had sentient life. All these do, so that's kind of cool. There's more like background with them, and they just look great. Like I have the original set. I've never put it together. But I have it. I'm filming the last guy, the Tentakill guy, and then I'm doing a review and posting that, and then I'll do a review of me actually putting it together. But just seeing this guy, I like the white. I'm happy I got him as well. He looks really cool.
Oh, for sure. It's one of those situations where you think like, metallic, turquoise, white, and gold. You think, oh, that's not going to look very good. But then you see it, and it's like, man, that is money.
Yeah, no. Yeah. They have to be some sort of, do something with those colors, not complementary, but something, because they do work actually extremely well.
Yeah.
Even the Tigatron, the teal and the white. Oh, what do you think? Like the beast mode's a little weird, but what do you think of it?
It's amazing. It's amazing. Like that teal and the white like just go together so well, and it's one of those figures that like it's kind of skirts the line of looking derpy. Like the tiger the tiger mode is like, I don't know, the picture they got of it where it's like the face on it is just it's hilarious. It looks like it's smiling.
Well, it has the classic they're doing some sort of expression from the show for sure, because he would do that. So it's like and it looks a little weird. All these animal modes don't look great from certain angles, like the Black Arachnia. Like if you looked at her from behind, she's all folded up back there, right? So
right. No, that's the thing. But I'm really interested in seeing what that Tigatron figure looks like in hand. So
it's bigger than the Cheetor and stuff, so it's a bit bigger actually. So I jumped on it because I was like, $300. Is it the same mold as Cheetor? And it's not. It's actually quite a bit bigger, like almost like the Dinobot size. So yeah, that's really cool. I'm excited for it. Like I said, one of my favorite characters. Like I said, like Philosopher on the outside. Of course, I dug this character.
Yeah. No, exactly. I mean, like you've invested interest in the So I mean, like $300 to get something that you really want, like of a character you really love. That makes total sense.
One of my favorite characters. So, like I like him even more than some G1 stuff, just because like I was like 96. I was 10 years old, 11 years old when this stuff was out. So that had a big impression on me.
Right, right.
I just thought he was a loner and cool. But what do you think about seeing the Quintesson set out there too?
Well, I mean, even
Did
when
you
I
want
first
this repaint as well? Sorry.
Well, I mean, when I first saw it, I was like, well, this is just money grab. They're just doing a reissue so that people buy the figure. But I mean, I didn't order the actual Quintesson when I saw it on pre-order. So if I saw this, I would buy it because, it has everything in it, right? I mean, I have the
And it's exclusive though.
yeah, well, exclusive for where?
Like I think you could only almost get it off that Collecticon Toys or
Oh
like
man.
Hasbro Pulse maybe if they still have any left.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Well, then I mean, like, I'm out of luck, aren't I?
Yeah.
I mean, the Alicon dude I pre-ordered when it went up months ago. So I mean, eventually I'll get that in the mail.
Yeah.
But
There's
like,
3 colors of that too, but
yeah, I mean, it's whatever. It's really cool. If I could have got it, I would have bought it for sure. I like it. When I first saw it, I thought it was just like cornball, but actually seeing it, it's
it's sold out on the one site, the Collecticon thing, but it was 144 and I know it's cheaper on Hasbro Pulse, but it was 150 American on that site. So
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
I didn't jump on it. I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't even know. Like, I saw it and I was just
Even
like,
open it if I had it.
yeah, I just kind of blanked on it. I wasn't like, well, I need to search this out and see where I can purchase this. It was just like, oh, whatever. If I see it, I'll buy it, not even thinking it was a exclusive. So, but screwed again. So what can you do?
Well, yeah, you can get them all. Like you can even on this site, you can just buy and they're so overpriced. Excuse me, but you can just buy the Quintesson or the different colored allocator. What's his name? Alicon by himself for $36 American, or you can buy the new Quintesson color by itself for $43. But
Oh,
then you don't
okay.
get the other mini guys.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, no, this thing, like, yeah, I think, like, if we didn't get on it before, I mean, you always will find this years later. So if you feel like you ever need it to complete or have a collection, like, don't go overpaying for it now, right?
Oh no, exactly. No, that's the thing is that's what I've learned is that, missing out on a toy, there's always going to be another toy come along that will fill that gap. So I'm not really
Or you can
crying.
get it cheaper later, years later or something.
Yeah, yeah, or
Some things.
yeah, the mass market release of the Quintesson will be fine. I'm
Yeah,
not going to be
that's what I
crying
thought.
that I don't have this one.
Right?
I've got there's part of me that needs to grow up when it comes to toy collecting, where it's like, if you can't get it, I mean, you can get it if you got the scratch, but if you don't want to spend the double the money or scalper's money, then just live with it. Get something else. Fill the
Yeah.
hole with something else.
All these exclusives, like we're getting the Coneheads, we're getting the Ironhides. I'd rather get Transformers than just another Quintesson. But I just do think it's awesome. And if they did have this at a store, I would pick it up. But I'm not gonna go like pay the extra online for it.
Right.
But yeah, super cool. Like I said, looking so forward to the Tigatron and of course the King Poseidon. So yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Empty our wallets.
Again.
We started the podcast with the cutesy, well, if you want to say cutesy pops or whatever of that, the Transformers. So we're ending it with what I think is even better than those. These Transformers 3D foam bag clips by Monogram, and they actually are pretty cool. I like I have a lot of mini backpacks, and you know me, I'm obsessed with any backpack. So having backpack accessories is straight up my alley. And I really, really dig the Shockwave, the Soundwave. The Grimlock is silly in both modes. The Megatron's a little strange. Of course, who cares about Optimus? I love me some Wheeljack. And yeah, there's another guy, Barricade, on there. So,
Yeah.
he's a Chase. Yeah, so I guess these will be coming in these will be like where you open them up, right? Like a
blind bag.
Blind bag, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they're cute. I have to admit, like, this is the kind of thing that I'm not the backpack aficionado like you are, but I do possess several things that I could hang these off of.
Yeah, have to be a backpack.
Yeah, and I mean, like, I wouldn't care which one I got, like, to be honest, because they're all kind of cool.
Yeah.
I dig how the Grimlock looks like he's running.
I
Like
know, I
he's
know.
like mid
And
stride.
the thing I like about these more than the pops we were talking about earlier is what I mentioned earlier is like the eyes, right? Like just Soundwave's eyes looks like cooler, like sunglasses. Even the Grimlock, he'd have to have round eyes. No, he's got these like squinty little eyes, right?
Yeah, they're
It's
kind of
just cool. The
yeah.
Grimlock in robot mode too. He's got like the cool visor.
Yeah, for sure. No, this is great. I mean, like the Optimus is like the least impressive one, but I mean, as even still, like I'd be fine hanging any of these off my backpack.
I know Windblade. Like, doesn't she have a mouth? But
Well,
I know, and the
wishful
Megatron's like
thinking.
just looks odd, and like the Starscream looks odd.
Yeah, no, they do. They're the silliest looking ones of the bunch,
I
but
know.
like, you
Something
know,
about Starscream is like silly as heck, but I still like it. But it's like it just looks like I
yeah,
don't know.
he's got that weird nose on him and the
Yeah,
chin combo where it's like, I guess, but oh well,
yeah. No, the Shockwave though and the Soundwave looks super sick. Even that Grimlock I like in robot mode and the regular Grimlock. I'm impressed. Like I said, like these are fun. Blind bags, grab 'em. This would be a good video if I just could buy a box of these or just like buy everyone that's in the box at the store and then just sit here and open them on video would be great.
Yeah, no, it'd be cool. Yeah, these are kind of cute, and it's just one of those things that's it's kind of a throwaway item, really. And but they're I'd rather have this than any of those crummy pops. So
Totally. Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to these. Like I said, if I can find them in my area, if they're easy to get, yeah, I'd do a video just opening them up.
for sure.
And yeah, look forward to them. It's always fun to pimp out a pack sack or a knapsack or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, no, I'm still stoked. But yeah, everyone, yeah, I'll probably add some wrap up to this as well. But that's it for the Transformers news. Like I said, lots of things in the works. So hopefully, I'm working on a couple things for the podcast, and we'll get, like I said at the beginning, all that into motion for the weeks are coming and to see how we're growing. We got some momentum here with like the new podcast clips, and when we do, let's talk about it. So I'd like to continue that and all that good stuff. So yeah, thanks for joining me, Grub Gun, once again.
No problem. My pleasure.
Helping fueling the addiction as usual and having fun. Yeah, well, this is just the beginning of the podcast, anyways. But we still want to make small improvements and keep going with it, right?
It's up. That's the thing. It's only gonna get better.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, yeah. Looking forward to so much stuff we talked about today. And yeah, see you soon.
Bye.